What's going on, you guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital, and welcome to the video. In this video, we're talking all about the markets today, as we're seeing a bit of a mixed day. We're seeing the psychedelic sector trade sideways to down, although I do like the charts right now, so we're going to be talking a lot about those stocks. We're going to be talking a lot about the gold and silver sector. We're going to be talking about some of my favorite companies in the gold and silver sector right now. I personally think, of course, not financial advice, but I think that it's a really interesting time to take a look at some of those stocks, as well as we're going to be taking a quick look at crypto as we're finally getting a pullback. Hopefully that will, show some more love for gold and silver. I think this correction was long overdue. So sorry to all my crypto people, but that usually happens after the parabolic run-up that we saw. So anyways, let's get straight into it. I've got a lot of information and a lot of opinion in this video, and I'm trying to make these market minutes less reading, more opinion, just talking about, what I want to talk about on Departures Capital as well as on Departures stocks. I also want to say we will be doing another MindMed giveaway this week. So once again, simply just comment, I want to win MindMed merch in the comments down below, and I'll be doing a giveaway probably tomorrow or the next day. We'll see how MindMed performs. Hopefully we see some green. We're going to be looking at the charts for MindMed, and it's looking pretty good right now. Definitely did add a little bit to my position today. I just think the charts look interesting right now for a breakout. Let's get straight into the video. So the first thing I want to talk about is comment of the day. So thanks a lot for tuning into our live stream. I actually just clicked like. Yes, I do like my own videos. But thanks a lot for tuning in. We got over 100 viewers last Friday. Now let's take a look at some of the comments. So hey, Aaron, how or where do you find out which mining companies are going to go into production soon? I feel like getting in a little bit before production could be a good bet. And that's what I'm looking for. I don't know. I found a bunch of different articles. There's one really good website specifically for silver mining stocks. I'll try and dig it up. It's somewhere in my history here. And it talks all about, large cap, small cap, mid cap, near-term producers, pure exploration, advanced project exploration companies. Definitely do your research on Google and just look around. And you can also look at their investor presentation. Based on the market cap, obviously a couple $1 billion silver companies probably going to already be producing. And if it's in the hundreds of millions, then you're going to want to dig into that investor presentation and try to determine when are they going to actually be producing. Most companies in their presentations, however, do have like a timeline as to when they want to produce or what their goals are. So check that out. Wesley Wong, great video. I want to know what you think of Pure Gold Mining. It seems like an interesting company, so I will be doing more coverage on the gold and silver sector. We're actually working on a gold company. We actually will be talking about one MJ company coming up tomorrow, so that video will be dropping tomorrow. And like I said, I want to do more opinion, guys, in these videos, as opposed to just reading different articles. Although articles are a lot of how I do my research. It's a part of it. Looking at the companies, and then of course also Departures Capital is for sponsored content. So Ian McLeod, well Aaron, it's Friday again. Enjoyed all the videos this week. Great stuff for me to watch. Yes, it's damn annoying on gold and silver going into the weekend. Did do some buying as well. USA, FSX, AUN. Well, my friend, you have a great weekend. Thanks, Ian. And this week my goals are to hopefully we see a run up in these psychedelic related stocks. I'm looking for some kind of rally, and then I want to, by the end of the week, transfer some capital into the gold and silver sector, just because I think prices are looking really nice right now. So hopefully that happens, guys. Fingers crossed. We can't predict the future, but I sure hope so. I also want to say Departure stocks is at 3.35K. I actually was looking at my 2021 goals, and I had a goal of hitting 1,000 subscribers in December. So we blew past that. I want to thank you guys for that, and tune into the new channel. Take a look. We'll be dropping a new video today, more in depth as to my trading strategy and the companies I'm looking at, and a few different trades I made. So don't forget about Departure stocks. Now let's see what's going on in the market. So the Dow cuts losses as energy healthcare spark a comeback. So Dow cut its losses Monday as gains in energy and healthcare stocks offset pressure from rising political tensions after lawmakers ramped up efforts to remove Trump. So it's pretty wild right now. We'll see what happens, guys. I know there's just a couple days left. I don't know exactly how many days left in the current president's term, and then there's the transition or inauguration or whatever you call it. I'm not a political expert, nor do I want to get political, but just simply stating what's expected to happen. So gold trading for $18.48 right now. up 0.72%, $13.15 per ounce. Although I did see it close around, I thought it closed around 1849.90. So I don't know how that's in the green. If anything, it should be in the red, but I guess that's what the charts are stating right now. Silver, on the other hand, is up 1.92%, up 47 cents per ounce, back above $25 per ounce. I think that that's important for silver to hold on to that level. You know, you guys know my thoughts on that sell-off in gold and silver. I'm taking this as a buying opportunity. If we look at the last 3 dips, silver hasn't dropped below 24, which I think is a good thing. Although it's taking time, and I feel like, you know, gold and silver deserve a lot more love. So far, technically, even in the short term, it doesn't look like there's been too much damage to the charts if silver can bounce back up into the mid-25s to hopefully $26 per ounce. So I will be buying the dip. We'll see if it lasts, guys. I really hope I can make some money here in the psychedelic sector, and then buy into some of my favorite gold and silver stocks. That's my goal right now in this market. So let's take a look at the cryptos, and Bitcoin is down 14.55%. Ether's taken it, down 26.18%. I inevitably think Bitcoin's going to correct below 30,000, probably 25,000. I think that that's where it's going. So a couple quick comments from Kitco, then we're going to talk about our favorite stocks, and then that will be it for the video. So guys, will gold, silver, bullion see severe shortages again? This is something we talk about in terms of the potential market disruptions as part of our role in terms of being that point of contact for the infrastructure providers here in London, is taking to vaults and carriers about how are you ready for global illness challenges as well as Brexit challenges. I think the overwhelming response is that they're very prepared, and in some ways having had the challenges of this global illness in March and April has made the market more resilient to those challenges up ahead. So will there be shortages in the physical bullion? That's a really great question to ask, actually. So gold and silver prices futures are moderately higher. Mid-US trading, the safe haven metals are catching a bid to start the week, as there are now more cross currents in the marketplace than seen recently. Some perceived bargain hunting is also featured in gold and silver after the prices scored sharp declines last Friday, and also, you know, Bitcoin losing some of its shine. Central banks sold gold in November as prices dropped below 1800. Central banks around the world became net sellers of gold in November as they sold more than they bought, said the World Gold Council. In November, official global reserves declined by 6.5 metric tons like August and September. Central banks were also net sellers. This was the result of continued moderate buying offset by a few sizable sales. So, of course, in Turkey, higher local demand led to increased trading between domestic and commercial banks and the central bank, resulting in 20.9 tons of reduction in its reserves. This was not a strategic decision to lower gold reserves by the central bank. Mongolia was the other notable seller, reducing official gold reserves by 2.4 tons. That's nothing to get scared about, at least in my opinion. That's just my opinion. So is Bitcoin replacing gold? Personally, I don't think so. That's, of course, because I'm a long-term gold and silver bull. But it definitely, it definitely had the spotlight there for a while, especially last Friday. So on Friday, we mentioned that gold could be in trouble. And although we were long and in an uptrend, we were looking for proof that gold could hold support. We also mentioned that a lower close would trigger a reversal, and it has. We are now short gold and silver while long platinum. So what's going on here, guys? I don't agree, but I love to hear different opinions. We would not be buyers at the current levels, believing that the latest run-up has been built on the fear of missing out. Bitcoin is in bubble territory and should have a major pullback, which might create a buying opportunity. We don't trade cryptocurrency, although we own some. Going into the week, we are now short gold and silver, so that's not playing out too great so far. So I just wanted to talk about the headline and the topic, and I don't think it is. A lot of speculative money probably came in at 30,000, at 35,000, at 40,000. There was a lot of famous people talking about Bitcoin, notably in the YouTube investment community, about how great it is, and it may very well be. But and that was at 40,000. So I'm sure that brought a lot of people into the market at 40,000 that are now down. So sometimes it's just bad timing. You can't always time things, and you can't always choose when to talk about things. But I don't know, guys. I was bearish at 30,000. Of course, it went to 40,000, and who knows? This dip could get bought back up to 50,000. I definitely think that based on the charts and everything else, it needed some kind of correction. So we'll see how low it goes. I'm still bearish. I think that it's going to 25,000 or less, but that's just me. So anyways, guys, let's take a look at a few of our favorite stocks now. So the first stock that is notably having a very good day is BBTV Holdings. That is, of course, up 5.5%. And since we started talking about it around 12, it's been on this nice steady climb. So there's a really interesting article today released. Why tech stocks that help companies grow are expected to continue their dominance in 2021. So BBTV's mentioned in here, Salesforce.com, Shopify. I think it's a really interesting sector right now to take a look at. So BBTV is notably one of the best performing stocks of the day. MindMed is down to 382 today. Of course, like I said, I was adding shares. I think these charts look really good. We're trading in this range, kind of putting in this nice, comfortable support. We did get as low as, let's take a look at the 5-minute chart here just to see. It's been a little bit of a shaky day. But I think we've got some pretty good support at 350. We've got some resistance just above 4. I said we were going to trade 3 to 5 up until financing, and then financing happened and we ran up but got rejected in the mid 4s. Now we're at 382. So I think now the next catalyst is just going to be some type of news come out. So we'll see if we get something hopefully this week. But I have been consistently added more today. So I'm excited to see what happens for MindMed. So that's definitely, it's hands down my biggest position in the psychedelic sector. And it was a great interview. Thanks for watching, guys. We got tons of views. And the next company on my watch list is Cybin, down 4.52%. As I mentioned before, I was a buyer around $1.50, $1.60, sold at $2, and now I'm looking for a nice re-entry point to just hold long. This is one stock that I do, in fact, want to hold long. My second biggest position in the psychedelic sector is, of course, Numinus Wellness. It is down 6.35% again today. So this sector, this is like average volatility. Like a 3 to 6% move is nothing new for this sector. And on a green day, we can expect like a double-digit move. So Numinus Wellness in the low $1 range, I am still liking it. I feel like this is, it's kind of like a supercharged MindMed because we've seen moves like that, especially recently. Although I would be comfortable holding more MindMed than I would be Numinus Wellness, just from their because of their diversity and such. So, anyways, guys, those are some of the stocks in the psychedelic sector that I'm looking at. Of course, we're looking at Red Light Holland. Not sure though. I want to get more information about this company. It has dropped off a little bit. If it drops into the low 20s, might be looking to add a little bit to that one. And then Field Trip Health. Field Trip Health is also on my watch list, FTRP. So Field Trip Health is actually up 1% today. So the charts look pretty good. It had a really nice pullback from $6.35. This thing is almost like following MindMed to a T. So we'll see what happens, guys. Now let's get to the gold and silver stocks, and I am really liking now the prices for Aftermath Silver. This is one stock that I want to add. It's down another 11% today to $1.29. I was buying around $1. Now we're at $1.29. It's corrected off over $1.60. So like big correction. That's one on the top of my watch list. If I can manage to squeeze out some profits in the psychedelic sector, then I will be looking to add Reyna Silver. And I also wanted to say, for all my people holding Carebook, if you made it this far into the video, I did in fact sell my position in Carebook just for some more speculative positions like MindMed. I'm hoping to, make some money in that sector, like I said this week, hopefully on psychedelics. And then I will look to potentially buy back into Carebook, but for now, I just wanted to cut my losses and see if I could, and hopefully swing this in the positive direction. So we'll see what happens, guys. Fingers crossed. But Reyna Silver is looking pretty good. Another stock, we will be interviewing Russell Starr, the CEO of Trillium Gold, and this stock has continued to slide with gold down to $1.35. I think that, Trillium remains super undervalued, and hopefully, we get some news flow going for the company, and it can pick back up because we're at $1.35 now. So I will have more updates for Trillium on the way, guys. Just a few more stocks before we wrap up this video. Extra Gold Resources has held on very strongly. We will be publishing an article about the company this week. I expect to have that out. So some more news from Extra Gold. FSX is pulling back today. This is one stock that I may consider adding a little bit to in the low $2 range, although I already have a very substantial position in Fosterville. DSV is another one that I want to add to at $1.80. I think it's looking pretty good, although we may test, 160, 170 again, depending on what happens with silver. But like I said, there's a lot of gold and silver stocks right now that I am looking at, hoping to transfer some profits from the psychedelic sector. We'll see if we get a pop this week, guys. I feel like, we could see some news soon, so fingers crossed we get it. But anyways, we're going to wrap this video up. That's just, me talking, opinion, strategy, all that stuff. So we'll see what happens, guys. Keep your eyes open. It's going to be an exciting week. And that's it for the video. Always remember, Departures Capital and Departures stocks are for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you make your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. We'll see you guys in our next video.